We're going to be talking about analyzing data today. So I have a dot plot on my paper, and we're going to be talking about some vocabulary words we're going to need to know for this dot plot. So in analyzing data, the first word we need to know is peak. So peak is the highest point in the data. It's the number that has the most data points in it. So if I'm looking at my data here, 9 has the most dots, so 9 would be the peak. It is possible to have more than one peak, so like if 6 had a couple more dots here, it could also be a peak if 9 and 6 had the same amount of data points. So next word we're going to look at is clusters. So clusters are groups of data. So it looks like I have a cluster of data at 5 to 7 and another cluster of data at 9 and 10. So just like peaks, it's okay to have more than one cluster, right? Next word we're going to talk about is gap. So a gap is where there is a space that has no data. So it looks like we have two gaps here. I see a gap from 2 to 5, so there's nothing at 3 and 4. And I see another gap right here at 8. So my gaps are at 3 and 4 and at 8. And then the last word is outlier. So an outlier is an extreme value in our data. It's a number that's either really, really big or really, really small that just doesn't go with the other data points. So in my data here, 2 is going to be an outlier. It just doesn't fit in with the other data points. It's just really, really small compared to those. So 2 is going to be my outlier. It is possible to have more than one outlier. It is also possible to have no outliers.